And I read before that, right before that or something, you met with Masai or you talked with Masai and he told you weren't traded. How long, between y'all conversation and you getting traded?
2 days.
2 days?
2 days. It was 2 days. I went to Vegas. We all met. We had a fucking dinner, you know, have a sit down and have a conversation about like, all right, we about to do this thing. We about to give it one more shot, blah, blah, blah. And 2 days later, you get a call. That was the shit that hurt. Like, tell me beforehand, like, look, it's a possibility. We think about doing this. Cool. You know what I mean?
And your call come from who?
Masai.
He tell you traded?
Yeah, he calls me. So, one, I'm in the movie theaters. To this day, I do not watch this movie, right?
What's the movie?
Equalizer 2. My phone keep ringing. It's Masai. So I'm like, what the fuck? So he texted me and said, Debo, give me a call when you get a chance. So I'm like, all right, cool. So as soon as I send the text back, I get on the gram. I'm like, all right, I don't see nothing on the gram. I'm on Twitter. I'm Googling shit. So I'm like, all right, I don't see, like, you know, it's just in my mind. So I leave the movie theater, I get in the car, call him back, he didn't answer. I'm like, all right, probably ain't nothing. He called me back. And he just, you know, asked how was the movie, like some casual shit, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, the movie was cool, blah, 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 yeah, what's up? She was like, yeah, we just traded you to San Antonio. I just want to let you know it's going to come out in the morning. And I was like, literally, bro, I touched the driver, I said, stop the car. I got out the car and just walked down the street, hung up the phone, sat outside, a Jack in the Box or a Del Taco for like 2 hours. Swear to God. Swear to God. I called 2 people. I called Cal. He was shocked about it. He didn't know. Then I called Rudy and told him, like, yo, I just got traded. He said, to where? I said, San Antonio. He started laughing, right? I'm like, fuck you, and hung up the phone. Like, well, you want to laugh? Well, fuck you. But you know what I mean? But it was one of the toughest times ever because I didn't really have like no guidance with this shit. You know what I mean? Like nobody helped me. Like, and I wasn't gonna talk to nobody about it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to take it all in and figure it out as it went. You know what I mean? But it was tough. It was tough.
With you leaving the Raptors, Kawhi going to the Raptors, it feels very similar to us and Steve Kerr and Mark Jackson. You know, whereas like there's always this question of, well, if Mark was still there, which the year he got fired, we won a championship, would they have won a championship? And there's no right or wrong answer. If you were still there and Kawhi is still in San Antonio, does the Raptors end up in that same position? Bittersweet moment, watching Kyle win a championship, watching the city that you love win a championship, but yet at the same time flipping on your phone and seeing people say, well, DeMar left and Kawhi came in and that's why they won. Take me through that.
It was definitely a part of me, you know, feeling the way. I'd be lying. And it was a part of me saying like, yo, those guys out there is my partners. Like these my brothers, like Cal, Freddie, Pascal, OG, like Norm, all those guys on that team was my dogs. Like, you know what I mean? We was like that, and I stayed in constant communication with them, you know what I mean? And everyone would tell you, like, after every game, if it was a good game or a bad game, I was the first one to hit them, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, you don't want to look at shit social media-wise because everything was in a comparison of like, oh, DeMar wouldn't have did this or this week. You know what I mean? Everything that was happening, it was frustrating because I kept getting pulled into it. You know what I mean? So once it get to the finals, it's like, oh, DeMar never could get him to the finals. This, and that whole narrative was just frustrating to where it was like, all right, damn social media. So by the time they got to the finals, I think I ended up like leaving out the country and just getting away from everything and everybody in my phone. I'm happy to this day. Like, I'm happy for the city. I'm happy for, you know, for those guys that won it and everything. But you know, of course, that was my goal was to be the one to make that happen. You know what I mean? But you know, like, it is what it is.